Okay, so I'm going to talk real quick about accessing Finder at school and accessing the server at school. So let's get into it. Um, Not super complicated, but here's a few things about Macs. So right now I'm recording this movie and this screen recording through QuickTime Player. So you'll notice up here on the top left by the Apple, there is the QuickTime Player. This will open up settings about QuickTime, which is the app that I'm using. There's almost always a file and edit in the top left, but depending on the app you have open, you might see different settings. So for example, if I open Spotify, hey, Beyonce, Texas Hold'em, right? I have my Spotify app and settings for Spotify are here. And that's because I have opened the Spotify app. But there's also file edit, and usually there's a view as well. But now you see there's playback, window, help, right? So there's different things. So again, notice that I closed Spotify, but it still has Spotify settings up. So I have to click on the app or the window that has the app running for these settings to come back up. So same with Google Chrome. So if I have Chrome open, now there's a lot more options. So this is my Chrome settings, and then there's file edit view, but there's also history, bookmarks, whatever. But if I just even X out this, it still says Google Chrome. So this is important to know because to access the server, you need to have your Finder settings on. So to do that, it's pretty simple. You just need to click anywhere in empty space. And so that dragged me away. But anywhere in empty space is Finder. So Finder is the thing on every Mac that it can find things. It's where everything exists. This is what the actual app looks like. This face, little half face, that's the Finder app. So sometimes when I discuss opening the server, I'll say you need to access your Finder settings. That means just click anywhere on the desktop to access the Finder settings. Sometimes you'll need to open the Finder app. So let's get into it. So to access the server for the first time on these computers in the lab, you are going to click so that your Finder settings open up. And there's two ways you can do this. You can hit Command K on your keyboard. Command K is the keyboard shortcut to connect to the server. Command K. And you'll see these numbers here. They should already exist on your computer. And the password should already be available to you as well because all of these computers have connected to the server before. All you should have to do from here is hit connect. And it will take a little moment to figure that out. And you'll see these options pop up here. So you have journalism, JPhoto, newspaper, web, and yearbook. We're going to go into JPhoto. And this should have everything that you'll need, and you can resize and all of that. For some of you, your window might look like this. That means it's showing up in grid form. I don't like the icon grid form. Some of you, it may look like this, which is like it's as a list, but it's kind of showing you where maybe you went before. So it's giving you different columns of lists, which if you like that, you can do it. I don't like that. I just like the regular old list and to use the arrows. Oh, it wants me to do all this. So we would click into graphic design, whatever year we're in, and then here's kind of stuff that we will mess with. But that is connecting to the server. There's one thing, if you connect to the server, so I've opened up my Finder settings, you can also go to Go, connect to server. So sometimes in the classroom when people ask, how do I connect to the server? I will say, open up your Finder settings and then go to the server. It's like go, hint, hint, wink, wink, because I'm trying to get you to go to Finder, go, connect to server, which you can see this is the keyboard shortcut here, Command K. But you can also go to go, connect to server and click it. The same menu will appear and you would hit connect. Now let's talk about this real quick. When the server is already open, so I get this a lot too, Ms. Val, it won't let me click on JPhoto or like I can't open up the server. That means if it's grayed out, it means it's already open. So when the server is already open, I'm gonna hit cancel here. This time you go to the actual app, the Finder app. And when the server is already open, it's called HS Warehouse. And so, yes, always in your Finder app, there's like a list of locations. So, desktop, downloads, document, like where you can find all sorts of things. And in these locations, so sometimes this menu may be folded up. To fold it down, it may have a very, like, it will always have network and it might have other stuff on it. But if your server's already open, it's called HS Warehouse, and then you can access it from there. That is a quick look at Finder and opening the server at school.